Hello people! I haven't made a video in so long. So hello, welcome back to the channel. I feel like there's a lot of new people here, so if you don't know me, my name is Jess, this is the Unlearned World, and I'm turning 25 tomorrow. So I don't know when this video will be posted, but tomorrow is the 1st of October. I'm reflecting on my 24th year. So I've written in this beautiful new journal that I bought today, which is perfectly coincided with this time. 12 things that I've learned and I want to share them with you. We're going to keep it short and snappy. Let's do it. So, number one, don't try and plan your life to avoid feeling any negative emotion because it doesn't work. I feel like I was so scared of being sad that I would try prime and control everything to make sure that that doesn't happen. Not even sadness, anger, any other negative emotion. And when you try and overly control everything, it's inevitably gonna crash and burn. So letting things go freely is the best thing that you can do. Don't try to control people, don't try to control places, don't try to control when things happen. Let it be. Number two. Spiritual practices are helpful, but not if you treat them as something external that you only use as a top-up when you're feeling bad. What I mean by spiritual practices is meditation, breath work, yoga, being in the present moment in whatever form that you take it. A lot of people and spirituality has become so mainstream and popular, and even sometimes I fall into this trap. We just use it when we know that we're feeling bad, when ultimately all these things are doing is trying to get us into a state of mind that we should naturally be in the majority of the time. So these things should be incorporated into your life if you really want to benefit from them, and I don't think it's helpful to see it as like something outside of you. Like, those things are helping you access something that is already there. Every human has the capacity to be in the present moment, if that makes sense. The people that you least expect to disappoint you will, and it's okay. It'll either strengthen your relationship or give you space for new people to enter your life. This has been the lesson of the year probably, that when you're younger, not to patronize people, but when you're young, I know I'm young, but still, think that people are gonna stay forever. And some people do, and some people don't. And what I'm learning is that this is just the pattern of life, and that maybe someone that I'm going to meet in 5 years is going to be my best friend for the rest of my life. You know, time doesn't really mean anything. It means something, but it doesn't mean everything. You change, people around you change, and sometimes the way that you guys change doesn't mesh well together, and you can't continue. It doesn't work out. That's okay. Number 4, the better that you become at letting go, the happier you will be. Guys, mantra of the year is learn to let go. The more that you're able to let go, the quicker that you will keep moving on the train of life, you know, and you're not going to miss on what's going on. If you try to hold on to things, you just increase your suffering. When you reduce that resistance, like whether it's an emotion, whether it's a person, whether it's a hobby, whether it's an idea, being able to let it go, like, I can't even tell you how much it's helped me this year. So yeah, practice letting go. And start with objects. I think that's a good way to start. That's how I started. Try to declutter your room and throw away, I saw this thing on YouTube, throw away anything that if red wine got spilt on it, you wouldn't run to wash it out. Throw it away. 5, the fire inside is more important than the warmth outside. I think that I have seasonal depression. I'm not joking, because the winter seriously affects me a lot more than the people around me, and I'm very nervous for winter to come up this year, honestly. I am trying to adopt this mentality where the warmth is inside of me, and that whatever the weather is outside, I don't like try to, you know, comment on it or say, oh my god, it's raining, or oh, the weather is so shit, I'm so cold. Like, just try to think, how can I get that fire inside of me burning and feeling good, you know? And the ways that I can do that are community, aligning with my purpose, having fun, going out, you know, a lot of things that I like. So find what makes your fire warm. I'll update you in December, but right now I'm doing well in Manchester, so you know. Number 6, relationships and friendships are your biggest toolkit for seeing what you need to work on. It's easy to compromise when it's only yourself that you're asking the question to. These open your lens a lot further than just sitting with yourself and trying to become the perfect person will ever do. Interacting and trying to engage with the outside world and having to compromise with other people is the way that you see your flaws, the way that you see what you need to work on and what is holding you back. So don't wait on becoming this certain version of yourself or, doing things on your own. Like, get in there, get in the mud and argue with people or not argue, fight it out. Find out what it is that you like, what you don't like, what triggers you, blah, blah, blah. Because it's very important for your self-development. 7. Emotional management is just energy transfer. This is huge. When you learn that emotions are just different energy levels and that you can just switch out of them by entering a different energy state, I feel like it makes them a lot easier to handle. It's like saying, why do you feel better after exercising? It's because you're moving, you're generating a different type of energy. When I'm sad, for example, recently, maybe I will draw, I'll put it into creative energy, and then I see it as like a funnel that flows into something else. And once I can get that energy flowing, I'm not stuck anymore. When you get stuck in an emotion, I feel like it's like you're not letting that energy move. You're not trying to find a different pot to put it into. Find a pot, find an outlet, whatever that is. Moving your body, talking to someone, doing something creative. Creativity helps a lot. I think creativity is one of the best ones. So yeah, do that. 8. Balancing your masculine and feminine energy is super and underratedly important. I've learned this year that I'm too much in my masculine. That means, if you guys don't know, that these are the archetypal qualities. It means that I like to just get things done. I kind of ignore my emotions, how I'm feeling and stuff. And I made a really conscious effort this year to try to shift more and to balance it out. The feminine is more in the present, in the flow, nurturing, caring, likes to nourish herself and the people around her. And when you're out of balance, you'll see that you'll start feeling not right. Something's feeling wrong in your life. And you'll notice that in your relationships or honestly in how you're feeling in yourself. And when I started to incorporate more feminine activities into my life, whether it's just sometimes saying no to overworking and to doing, all these things because I'm quite ambitious and whatever, just taking the time to make a nice meal or taking the time to have a nice conversation with a friend and taking the time to have a long bath or shower, these slower kind of lifestyle things, my life has improved significantly. 9. Your lowest moments are an opportunity for transformation and your highest are for stability. I just came up with this, but this is just what's happened in my life. It's like these moments where you think, God, I won't be able to handle that. You somehow manage to, and life keeps moving, and those moments you need to think to yourself, these are my greatest moments for creating and for transforming myself. If everything was trotting along and if I was happy, I would not be able to move in a different direction, to find out why this lifestyle maybe isn't working for me. So when you're feeling super low, think, what I have right now that other people don't is the opportunity to change drastically. That's not a very common thing for people to have regularly. Better use it, And if you're happy, enjoy the stability. It's nice too, and you can mix things up still when you're happy. Yeah. 10. Why is not a spiritual question. Whenever I've been upset in the last year, my bestie, Fee, has always said to me, if I'm like, I don't know why I'm sad, I don't know why I'm angry, she's like, why is not a spiritual question? Whether you believe in spirituality or not, that's irrelevant. What it means is, why does not help the soul? Knowing why you are feeling something does not help. Let the emotion drift, let it be for whatever it needs to be, let it ride its wave. Its reason doesn't matter, and if it does, it'll become clearer. If you don't know the reason, if you say why, it means it's not ready to come out yet. It'll tell you when it's right. You'll know soon. You're never going to be perfect, so start living today as if you are. I feel like it's very easy for us to, what we say these days is, I'm gonna work on myself so much, and then, I'm gonna be ready for a relationship. I'm gonna be ready for, this life, or, when I clean my room and it's perfect, then I'm gonna be ready. Or it's just not gonna happen. Today is living. Right now we're living right now. Just don't wait for something to happen for you to become this certain version of yourself. Just treat yourself as if you're whole right now. You're not perfect, but you're whole. and that's enough for you to pursue anything that you want to do, you know? Especially any relationship or friendship you need to. You're always going to have drawbacks and problems. You're never going to be fully in love with yourself or fully, you know, fully know yourself. Otherwise, what would be the point of living life for, you know, for all these years? We just have to have something to live for, so it's good to have the unknown still, you know? 12, find a community to look after you. This has helped so much, oh my God. Before, I used to depend on about 2 or 3 people to talk to. Honestly, now I think I have 10 or 15. And what this does is reduce your resentment to those specific people that you target the whole time to talk to and to help deal with your problems. 2, gives you a long perspective. And 3, you literally feel like you're a baby being held by like a cradle. Like, you just feel so warm, even just because knowing that there's this village that cares about you and that has your best interest at heart. So yeah, try to do that. If you don't know how to do that and you feel like you don't have that many people in your life, of course, friends is not about, you know, quality. You can just have a few close friends, that's okay. But there are people that can be total strangers to you who can still be people you reach out to, you know? And people love to help. People like to feel important. Give them that opportunity. Talk to them. See how it feels. And that is it. Those are my 12 tips. More stuff like this to come. Bye.